Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you for checking out this video. This was just a trip out of Monterey. Buddy and I decided to go out and give it a shot, see how things were. And it wasn't too bad. Visibility was maybe 10 to 15 feet, better in deeper areas. There's still a lot of silt and some algae bloom in the area. A lot of it was near shore, but out in deeper water, visibility cleared up. So in this area was pretty good. So I mean, 10 to 15 feet is workable. The fish aren't too spooked. Normally, if you have very low visibility, the fish tend to be very giddy, and the moment you show up, they bug out of there. Rockfish this day were pretty good. They stuck around despite us hanging out near them. Here I am just going around. Oh, that was an opali actually. It just popped up. There were still quite a few opali making their way around this area. A lot of them in the eelgrass you just saw there. Many of them holed up. Some were kind of like transiting around between holes. This guy was doing exactly that. He was kind of going from rock to rock. That's my buddy Lamb. He's taking a look at this one pinnacle. So he and I have been diving for maybe about almost 2 years now. Here making a drop, checking out the scenery, seeing if I can find any holes to check under. So kelpie just popped out. And oh man, that was a nice cabezon that just jetted out there. You see it in slow motion. That thing was probably 18 to 20 inches, but I did a newbie mistake. Chased it down, had it on target. Oh, safety. It happens. There I go, turning it off. But yeah, that was the only cabezon I saw that day. It kind of sucks. Doing some more searching, didn't really see much. And oh, another opali. Reared its head out. Now, I know a lot of people don't like eating opali, but they're actually pretty good sashimi. Oh, so this right here, this is a stringer keeper that I've designed on Fusion 360 and then 3D printed using ASA filament. And so basically what it does is keep the stringer from floating all over the place. Keeps the one end, the metal end, attached to the float line. It's pretty streamlined, so you don't have to worry about getting caught up in the kelp or any vegetation. And here there was another pair of opali I went after. I shot the bigger one of the two. These were pretty decent. We didn't see any trophy fish that day. I think the biggest, I did come across a lingcod, but it was just barely legal. Just let it go. We didn't venture off too far from shore. A bit further out, the surge was pretty strong, so I didn't want to take my buddy out too far. I wasn't sure how well he was going to handle that kind of surge that I was seeing out there. Swells were kicking up, but then it was long intervals, probably pushing close to 4 or 5 feet. It's not too bad, but for the newer divers, you don't want to challenge them too. You just don't want to challenge them. You want to get them prepped before taking them to those locations. Here's a school of rockfish, about 12 feet out. A nice easy shot. Man, I tell you, ever since I switched my Pathos handle to the Hermes Fighter handle with their nice double roller trigger mech, and my shots have been far more accurate because you don't use as much pressure to engage the trigger, so your shot stays steadier. There's not that, some people will have this kind of a jerk when they press the trigger, but because the trigger mech's so smooth on the Intermis fighter, it's just effortless, and these shots are just coming out almost perfect each time. Like nearly all of my shots were headshots. Shot a little kelpie. Gotta make sure you brain and bleed them out. Yeah, this was it was a pretty typical dive. Like I said, just one cabezon, one lingcod. There wasn't really much near shore, so yeah, our location's not too bad. This was probably the last drop before we headed back in. Actually, in this gap, there was a nice grassy rockfish that swam into a hole, but it's too far in there. I didn't want to risk losing the shaft, so forget it. And just headed back towards shore. So thanks for watching.